Namaste, welcome. I am so grateful you are here. Today's class was filmed in a truly special place in nearly 300-year-old property tucked away in the heart of the Jizera Mountains, surrounded by nature, history, and stillness of a forest. This space carries a timeless energy that I can't wait to share with you. Unroll your mat, take a deep breath, and let's begin. Namaste, welcome. My name is Yola, and today's practice will help you to build both strength and flexibility. So before you start this practice, make sure you gather your strap and create a small loop at the end of your strap. And we also will need 2 blocks. You can pause this video, grab whatever you need, and we'll meet in a comfortable seated position. Softly close your eyes. Lengthen through your spine. Soften your face, soften your shoulders, and bring your awareness to the rhythm of your breath. Soft, steady, and grounding. Fix your eyes on one point and anchor yourself to this very present moment of your body sitting in this position and breathing right now. Take one more breath and we'll practice our pranayama today that will be Brahmari breath, the humming bee breath. Place your hands on your heart center and you will create a gentle humming sound like the vibration of a bee. And you can pick the pitch that works for you. And you will feel the resonance through your head and your chest. So exhale, empty out completely. Inhale. Inhale. One more time, inhale. Release your hands back to your knees. Notice how you feel now after just 3 rounds of Brahmari breath. Hopefully that brought you fully into this present moment. With your following inhalation, cup your hands together, Anjali Mudra. Exhale, gently bow your head toward your heart. And set your intention for this practice. Take a slow and deep breath into your inner heart. Slowly exhale from your heart to the space between your hands. Inhale, release your hands to your knees, lift your chin. Slowly start lifting your chin and opening your eyes. And lie down on your back. Exhale, hug your knees to your chest. Open your knees for happy baby. Grab the side edges of your feet. Lengthen your lower back, lengthen your tailbone forward, and gently press your hands against your feet against your hands. Broaden your collarbones, draw your shoulders down. Good, take one more breath. With your next exhalation, release your left foot down. Your left knee is bent and straighten your right leg. You might need a strap for this one. Gently, as much as possible, very early in the practice, pull your foot toward you. Still creating a lot of length in your lower back. Try not to round. Instead of think that you can do a gentle cow tilt in your pelvis. Good. Release your left hand down. Let your left knee fall to the left and start opening your right foot to the right. Try not to fall to the right or to the left. Stay in the center of your pelvis. So you are using your left knee to counter stretch the pose. Engage your right leg. Lift your kneecap. Feel your quads engaging. With your inhalation, lift your right leg up, lift your left knee up. Release your right hand down. Figure 4. Rotate your right leg out. Bend your right knee and cross your ankle over your left upper thigh. Create a little bit of a space underneath your lower back and pick up your left foot. You can clasp your hands behind your left thigh, or you can clasp your hands underneath your left knee. Instead of rounding, maintain the length in your lumbar spine. Press your ankle against your thigh against your ankle, and maybe even pull the right knee a little bit away from you, as long as there's no pain in your right knee. Good. Slowly release. Hug your knees to your chest. Open your knees wide. Find happy baby again. Maybe you can sense differences in your sides. Let's do it on the other side. Exhale, right foot down. Straighten your left leg and start stretching your hamstrings a little bit. Lengthening your lower back, shoulders down. Press your right foot down. Good. Release your right hand down and start opening your left leg to the left and your right knee to the right. Gently press your foot against your hand and press your hand on the foot. So there is an effort in whatever you are doing right now. Good. Inhale, lift it back up. Exhale, release. Lift your left leg up again and come to figure 4. Lifting your lower back slightly from the ground, pick up your right foot and clasp your hands either behind your hamstrings or underneath your right knee. The more you bring your right knee in toward you, the deeper the stretch. You don't want to lift your sacrum away from the ground. And as much as possible, draw your left knee away from your chest, shoulders down. Good. Slowly release. And hug both knees into your chest. Inhale, head and shoulders up. Slide your hands underneath your hamstrings as you exhale, rock forward and come to a cross-legged position. Inhale, lift your arms overhead. Exhale, take a side bend to your right. Lengthening from your left sit bone all the way up to your left fingertips. And aim for a diagonal line, not down. See if on exhalation you can slightly turn your chest towards ceiling. And maybe even look over your left arm. Good. Inhale, sit back up. Exhale, switch. You're still grounding through both sit bones. Good. Inhale, sit back up. Exhale, twist to your right. Release your left hand to your right outer knee, your right hand behind you. You can look in line with your chest, or you can look over your right shoulder. One more breath. Inhale, lift your arms up. Exhale, turn your chest to the left and use your hands to maybe slightly deepen the stretch or just support the twist. Gently look over your left shoulder. Good, inhale, sit back up. Lean a little bit back, uncross your legs and switch the cross. And open your arms wide, gently internally rotate, clasp your hands behind you. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, start folding. And you decide how deep you want to fold. Pull your shoulders slightly away from your ears and start lifting your hands away from your lower back. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Lengthen your waistline. Inhale, sit back up, unclasp your hands. Exhale, switch the clasp. Inhale, elongate your spine. And exhale, start folding bit by bit. Try to keep the length in your spine. Shoulders away from your ears. Gently pull your hands away from your lower back. You can also work this variation of a fold with a strap between your hands if the shoulders are tight or if you're working with injury. Inhale, sit back up and clasp your hands. A little bit more work with our shoulders. Grab your strap. Shoulder floss, you're not gonna need the loop yet. Grab the strap in your right hand. Point your right bicep back, bend your right elbow, and use your left hand to gently push on the elbow. Extend the left arm to the side, internally rotate it. Take your arm back behind you and grab the strap again. Grab the strap pretty close at first. Pull on the strap at all times and draw your elbows back. Point your tailbone down, pull on the strap. Chin is in neutral position, so you can slightly lift your sternum up. Now we're gonna floss our shoulders. Release the strap in your left hand to extend your right elbow again. And then grab your strap. Pull on the strap again at all times and start alternating your arms. Use a lot of effort to create this movement, but also find some ease. Good, let's do it one more time. You can slowly release. Switch your hands. Turn your left bicep back. Bend your elbow, give it a gentle push. Extend your right arm to the side, deeply internally rotate it. Take your arm back behind you and grab the strap. You're holding the strap pretty close at first. Pull on the strap, draw your elbows back. Lengthen the left side body, chin in neutral position. Then start flossing. Release the strap in your right hand so you can extend the left elbow. Grab the strap again and start the floss. Alternating one side, then the other. Good, one more time. Release. Grab the strap in both hands. Your palms face down. Your hands are wider than your shoulders. Pull on the strap like you want to rip it apart. Then inhale, lift your arms up. Without lifting your shoulders toward ears, start pulling the strap and take your arms back. Both shoulders at the same time. Pull on the strap and take your arms back overhead. Reach up and back. Reach back and up. You might notice that you need to shorten the distance between your hands a little bit so your shoulders start to open up. If you notice that one shoulder wants to go in the front of the other, slow down the movement. Good. It's our last round. You can put the strap aside. We're going to need it later on. Come onto your hands and knees. Inhale, create a gentle cow tilt. Tuck your toes under. With your exhalation, lift your hips up and back to down dog. Press your hands down and forward and spread your fingers as wide as you can. Hug your armpits toward another. Lift your sit bones up toward the ceiling. Your heels might be on the mat or off the mat. Create an energy with your legs pressing down, even if the heels are on the mat, off the mat. One more breath. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, pull your navel up and lift your hips up and back. Down dog. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, lift up and back. 3 more, inhale, plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, plank. This time hold. Turn your biceps forward so the eyes of your elbows point forward. Activating your glutes. Now squeeze your right glute and float your right foot just a few inches away from your mat. Release your right foot down. Squeeze your left glute and float your left foot off the mat a few inches. Release. Squeeze your right glute. Lift your right foot up. Exhale down. Switch. Inhale, left foot up. Exhale down. One more time each side. Inhale, right foot up. Exhale. Inhale, left. Exhale. Inhale, in plank. Exhale, down dog. Smooth out your breath. Then inhale, come forward to plank again. Stack your shoulders over wrists. Gonna add on a little bit more. Squeeze your right glutes. Inhale, float your right foot up. Stay here. Exhale, bend your elbows 2 inches. Push your hands down. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, open your hips to like a scorpion dog, but with your right leg straight. Bring your right shoulder down and try to press your right heel on a diagonal. Inhale, square your hips. Exhale, step forward, lunge. So you might be able to do it, you might not. Stay in lunge or roll on your toes to point your foot, to stretch the front of your foot, pressing the top of your foot down. Some people will like to maybe bring the hands onto the thigh. Some maybe lift the arms up. Slowly exhale, release. Bring your left knee down, tuck your toes under again. Pick up your left knee and open your right foot to the right for lizard lunge. Gently squeeze your knees toward another, chest forward. We're gonna add a little bit of a movement. Inhale, pull your heart forward. Exhale, straighten your right leg and pike your hips high. Inhale, rebend your knee, look forward. Exhale, straighten, fold. One more inhale. Exhale. Stay for a few breaths. Come high onto your left tippy toes. Lift your hips as high as you can. You can even balance on your right heel, lifting your right toes off the mat. Both legs are very strong. Good. Inhale, rebend. Bring your left knee to the ground. You can come onto your forearms, or I would prefer if you can bring your right arm underneath your right thigh. Internally rotate your arms and grab your left wrist with your right hand. An option to lift your left knee up. Oops, maybe losing your balance. Slowly release. Down dog. Second side, inhale, come forward to plank. Squeeze your left glute, float your left foot off the ground a few inches. Activate your core. Maybe you bend your elbows 2 inches. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, open your left hip, stack your left hip over right, with your left leg straight and strong. Engage your quads by lifting your kneecaps. Both legs are strong. Press your hands down and forward. Inhale, square off your hips. Exhale, step forward to lunge. Stay in lunge or roll onto your toes. Stay here, or maybe bring your hands to your thigh, tailbone down. It's a lot of load on your left leg. Maybe lift your arms up. Slowly exhale, hands to the ground. You can bring your knee down first to tuck your toes under. Open your left foot to the left. Lizard lunge. Dynamic stretch. Inhale, pull your heart forward. Exhale, straighten your left leg and fold. Inhale, rebend. Look forward. Exhale, straighten and fold. Inhale. Exhale. Stay. Come high onto your right tippy toes. Lift your left toes off the mat. Lift your hips as high as you can. Inhale, rebend your knee. Bring your right knee down. Bring your left arm underneath your left thigh. Internally rotate both arms. Grab your right wrist with your left hand. Pull your heart forward. Maybe lift your right knee up, maybe not. Give it a try. Falling off the pose is just part of the practice. Don't be so serious. Release. Take a breath. Exhale to down dog. 3 slow breaths. Find your drishti. Inhale, lift your heels up, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, upward step forward. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Press your feet down, inhale, long spine, stand up, reach up, look up, Urdhva Namaskarasana. Exhale, Tadasana. Find alignment in your first standing pose. Lift your toes off the mat, spread them wide and activate your quads. Keep your quads this active and spread your toes on the mat. Ground down through all 4 corners of your feet, but lift the arches of your feet slightly up. Find a tone across your lower belly. Find your pelvis in neutral position. Shoulders down. Reach through the crown of your head. Inhale, Urdhva Namaskarasana. Exhale, fold from your hips, long spine, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen the space between your belly and your chest, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, upward step to Chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Take 3 slow breaths and down dog. With your eyes, look at one point. Inhale, lift your heels up, bend your knees, look forward again. Exhale, make your way forward. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand up. Reach up, look up, Urdhva Namaskarasana. Exhale, Tadasana. And grab one of your blocks and place it between your inner upper thighs. Skinny or medium length. Depends what feels best for you. Big toes together, heels slightly apart. Hug the block in about 30%. Start bending your knees. Utkatasana, chair pose with the block between your inner upper thighs so you can activate your inner thigh muscles. Try not to overarch your lower back. Try not to tuck your tailbone too much. Neutral curves in your spine. Slightly shift your weight back toward your heels. And focus on hugging the block with your inner thighs. See if you can maybe squat a little bit more. One more breath. Inhale, stand up. Remove the block. Tadasana. Inhale, bend your knees, Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, take your back bend. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, step your right foot between your hands. Bring your left heel down, warrior two. Right heel points to the middle of your left foot. Stretch your arms. Tailbone heavy. Make sure you can see your right big toe so the right knee doesn't close to the midline. Inhale, flip your right palm open. Exhale, keep the right knee bent and side bend to the back of the mat. Keep the side bend. Inhale, straighten your right leg. Exhale, try to reach a little bit more back. Inhale, come back up. Pull your kneecaps up. Trikonasana. Exhale, reach forward. So much forward that you cannot reach any more forward, and bring your right hand down, floor or a block, and point your left hand toward the ceiling. Lengthen your tailbone toward the inner left heel so you maintain the length and space in your lower back. Pressing your feet down a lot. Look at your left thumb or look down. When you inhale, you create more length in your spine, shoulders away from your ears. When you exhale, you turn your chest and belly up toward the ceiling. Exhale, look down, touch down. Bend your left knee and bring your knee to the ground. Ardha Hanumanasana. Inhale, arms up. Slightly tuck your tailbone under so you don't overarch in your lower back. Pull your knees toward another so the pelvic floor muscles gently activate. Reach your arms up. Good, we're gonna add a quad stretch. Bring your right hand to your right inner thigh. Reach your left arm back. Internally rotate it and grab your ankle. Find stability, find your drishti. Take your right arm back. There's a gentle internal rotation. Grab your ankle with both hands. You can even clasp your hands. Now sit forward with your pelvis. Kick your foot against your hands to open your chest. The higher you look, the harder to balance. Breathe through your chest, open your chest. Good, slowly inhale, look forward. Exhale, release your hands, Ardha Hanumanasana, straighten your right leg. Inhale, add a little bit of a cow tilt. When you exhale, fold. Try to bring your chin toward your shin bone, straighten your leg. Flex your foot and pull your toes toward your right shin bone. Good, inhale, rebend your knee. Exhale, pick up your left knee. Inhale, right arm up. Come to the side edge of your left foot and balance inside plank. Option to look toward your right thumb if your balance is stable. Your legs are very strong. Good, exhale, touch down, plank. Inhale, come forward an inch. Exhale, firm your lower body, chaturanga. Inhale, back bend, urdhva mukha. Exhale, adho mukha. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, step it between your hands and bring your right heel down, warrior two. Inhale. Take a moment to find alignment. Left heel points toward the middle of your right foot. Push your left knee forward, shoulders over hips. Look at your left fingertips. Inhale, lift your left palm open. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Inhale, straighten your left leg. Exhale, reach a little bit more back. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, Trikonasana. Reach forward, forward and down. Point your right fingertips toward the ceiling. Push your feet down so that the right hip point lifts away from the mat. Shoulders away from your ears. And exhalation, you work toward a little bit of a turn of your belly and chest up toward the ceiling. Good, exhale, look down, right hand down, bring your right knee to the mat, Anjaneyasana. Inhale, arms up. Anjaneyasana, quad stretch, reach for your left ankle, your thumb is pointing down. Reach with your left hand, find your balance, clasp your hands, push your ankle against your hands, lifting your chest up. Very slowly, inhale, look forward. Exhale, release. Straighten your left leg. Take a breath. Exhale, fold. Keep your left leg very active. If you can straighten the leg, straighten the leg. Gradually, each exhalation, maybe you can come closer toward your left leg. Good, inhale, lift up, rebend your knee, side plank. Pick up your right knee. Step your left foot on the top of your right. Pull your toes toward your shin bones so the feet are active. Your right bicep turns forward. Hips are parallel to the side wall. And then maybe look up. With your exhalation, release. Option for vinyasa. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to your back bend. Exhale, down dog. 3 breaths or so for rest, to catch up with your breath. Slow down your breath. Steady your eyes on one point. And just notice the shifts, the changes in the body, in the mind, in the way of you breathe. Bring your feet closer together now. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, step your right foot forward, warrior one. Inhale, arms up. Now exhale, release your arms and clasp your hands behind you. Turn your chest forward. Puff your chest up. Take a breath. Exhale. Come to a humbled warrior. We're going to move actively. Inhale, come back up. You can even straighten your right leg. Exhale, rebend it and fold. And do it again. Inhale. Maybe even straighten your leg. Exhale.
This time stay. And try to bring the crown of your head or your forehead to the mat. Pull your right hip a little bit and back, and your hands away from your lower back. One more breath. Inhale, lift your chest halfway up. Bring your right hand inside your right foot. Left arm up, externally rotate. Side angle. You can stay and breathe in side angle. Maybe finding a half a bind. Maybe finding a full bind. Instead of leaning forward and sticking your bum back, hug toward the midline with an option to maybe even straighten your right leg. Binded Trikonasana, Baddha Trikonasana. Stay here, release, or step your left foot forward for a standing balance, bird of paradise, shifting your weight onto your left foot. When you rise up, start lifting your chest and leg at the same time. If you have hair on your face, it's maybe a little bit more difficult. Then this is stage one. You're standing with your right foot up, binding your hands. Push your left foot down, lift your left kneecaps up. Option to straighten your right leg. When you are ready, rebend your knee. Place your right foot down as graceful as you can. Step your left foot back. Unbind. Vinyasa or down dog. Step your feet closer together and inhale, stretch your left leg up. Exhale, step your left foot forward, back heel down. Warrior one. Release your arms. Change the clasp of your hands behind you, preparing for active warrior one to humble warrior. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand back up, maybe even straighten your leg and add a little bit of a back bend. Exhale, fold. One more time, inhale. Exhale. This time we hold. 3 breaths, slow and steady breath. One more. Inhale, lift your chest up halfway. Left hand inside your left leg, right arm up or overhead. Parshva Konasana. Maybe half a bind, maybe a full bind. If you have a full bind, to stretch your legs, you can find Baddha Trikonasana. Try not to lean forward. Push your left inner thigh against your left upper arm to lean back and line the left side body with your left leg. Rebend your left knee. Look down. Take 1 or 2 steps forward or more than that. Shift your balance on your right foot and start slowly standing up. Stage 1, you just stand and balance with your left knee bent. Lift your right kneecaps up. Push your right foot strongly down. And maybe you can straighten the left leg. Ideally, we want to stay here for 3 slow breaths. When you're ready, release your left foot down. Keep the bind. Step your right foot back. Now release the bind. Option for your vinyasa, option to skip it. Down dog. Stay in down dog, or maybe take a child's pose. This could be a good time for you to take a little break and reconnect to your breath. If your down dog is a resting pose for you, you're more than welcome to stay here. Gonna keep moving to build the heat.
Step your feet together and inhale, lift your right leg up, open your hip. This time bend your knee, scorpion dog. Lift your right knee as high as you can. Continue pushing your hands down and forward so you don't collapse to the front of your body. Actively squeeze your right heel toward your right butt cheek. Inhale, straighten your leg, square off your hips.
Exhale to pigeon. Bring your right knee toward your right wrist, your right foot toward your left. Then wiggle your left foot a little bit more back and bring your left knee down. Pull your right knee back and place your right knee down. Look at your left leg and make sure the left heel is in line with your left sit bone. You can bring blocks underneath your hands. You can bring your hands flat. You can come onto your forearms. Tuck your left toes under wherever you are. Chest forward, take a breath. Exhale, squeeze your left heel toward butt cheek. Inhale, release. Exhale, squeeze your heel to the butt cheek. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, release. See if you can walk your left heel a little bit more back to bring the right sit bone closer to the mat. Maybe walk your hands a little bit more back. Maybe your hands on your leg. Can be blocks around you. Work on dropping the tailbone down as much as possible. Push your right shin bone down and square your hips to a neutral position as best as you can, hugging your ribs in. Then option to hook your opposite thumbs and draw your arms back. Very strong variation of a pigeon. With your next exhalation, release your hands down underneath your shoulders, tuck your left toes under. Inhale to three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to your forehead, shift forward to like a plank position. 2 more, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, hold. Inhale, look forward. Take your knee to the right. Step forward, lizard lunge. Okay. There is an option for baby Vishnamitrasana pose, which is a pretty difficult pose. Gonna try to do it on the knee first. Bring your arms to like an airplane position, right arm underneath your right thigh. Pick up your left knee, bring your left heel to the mat. Now you pull your heart forward, lift your hands off the floor. Push your right arm against your right thigh. Bring your hands down. Bring your left knee down. Walk your right foot a little bit more toward the midline, right hand on the mat. You might want to use a strap around your right foot. You might not. See for yourself. Grab the outer edge of your right foot. See if you can pick up your foot. That's going to be a stage 1. Maybe you're just going to stay here. You can even turn your left shin bone on a diagonal. Then straighten your right leg. Press your leg against your arm against your leg. You can look up. One more breath. Slowly, as graceful as you can, release, step back to down dog. Feet closer together, inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, open up for scorpion, down dog. Lifting your left knee as high as possible, squeeze your left heel toward your butt cheek. Inhale, straighten your leg and square off your hips. Exhale to pigeon. Wiggle the right foot back more. Bring your right knee down. Once the right knee is down, pull your left knee a little bit back. Dorsiflexing your left foot. Look at your right heel and maybe wiggle it more toward the midline so your right heel is in line with your right sit bone. Second side, it's usually a little bit of a different experience, depends if this is your dominant side or not. Maybe come onto your forearms if you like. Take a breath. Exhale, hug your heel to the butt cheek. Inhale, release. Exhale, hug. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, release. Start rising up and walk your hands more back. Shoulders over hips as much as possible. You can draw the right knee a little bit more back. Pull your right hip forward, left hip back. Digging your left shin bone against the ground. Option to hug your thumbs overhead and draw your arm bones behind your ears. Lift your sternum up, but drop your tailbone down. Square of your chest. One more breath. Slowly exhale, release. Tuck your right toes under, hands underneath your shoulders. Inhale to three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to forehead. Shift forward to plank. Again, inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to forehead. Inhale. Exhale. Hold, inhale, look forward. Exhale, step your left foot outside of the mat. Bring your right knee down. Actually, bring your knee up. You could do it with your knee on the ground for more stability. But on the other side, we picked up the knee, bring your right heel down. Then bring your arms wide open like an airplane. Turn your chest forward and pull your left hip back. And see if you can float your hands off the mat. Good, bring your hands down. Bring your right knee down. Walk your left foot more to the midline. Left hand on the mat, turn your right shin bone on a diagonal. Balance on your left heel, grab the side edge of your foot. You might want to use a strap. Keep turning your chest and belly up toward the ceiling. Baby Vishnamitrasana pose. Slowly release. Down dog. Inhale, lift your heels up, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, upward step forward. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, scoop your tailbone under, and bone by bone roll up to standing. If you have a wall accessible, this will be easier for you. If you don't have a wall, don't worry. You can do it without the wall. Grab two of your blacks, bring them together in the front of your mat. And bring your elbows onto the blacks. Measure that your elbows are shoulder width apart. Clasp your hands or bring your hands to a prayer and start walking your knees toward the back of the mat. And bring your head in the front of the blocks. So now what you want to do is to push your elbows against the blocks, hollow up your armpits, and at the same time work on bringing your chest closer to the ground. And then if you can, bring your thumbs to the space between your shoulder blades. Some of you can bring the forehead to the mat, some of you cannot. If you can bring the forehead to the ground, work on creating more strengthening action. So hollow your armpits away from the ground a little bit more. One more breath. Inhale, lift your head up. Carefully walk your knees in first. Then rise up and move the blocks aside. So if you have a wall, you can kick up to Pincha Mayurasana. If you don't have a wall and you don't feel comfortable in kicking up, you can just hold dolphin pose. And measure your elbows shoulder width apart. If your shoulders are pretty open, you can bring your index finger and thumb around the block and kick up to this variation. You can do it without the use of a block, and maybe we can drop to a headstand from pincha. Shoulders, elbows shoulder width apart. Do a gentle cat pose, and then inhale, hips up. Walk your feet as close toward your elbows as you can. This is stage 1, dolphin pose. Push your chest back toward your legs and see how close you can bring your feet toward the elbows without rounding. You want to send your sit bones up toward the ceiling. Stage 2, inhale, lift one leg up. Stage 3, kick up. If you have a wall, you can bring both legs up. Then separate your feet, lift your tailbone up toward the ceiling, zip your legs together. If you get tired and you still want to stay in your form stand, Pincha Mayurasana, then you can bring the crown of your head down to the mat and come to your tripod headstand, still lengthening your tailbone up. Maybe you find a balance. You can stay as long as you wish. You can work on toward kicking up against the wall and holding your forearm stand. And pause the video whenever you feel like ready. Mandatory child's pose after being upside down. After you slow down your breath, rise up again. And we're gonna need the wall again. If you don't have a wall, find a different variation of a quad stretch if you know any. Fold your mat and bring it against the wall. Put your feet against the wall. Start with the left side so you can see it better. Let's start with the left side so you can see it better. Bring your left knee against the wall. Your foot is open slightly to the side, so it's not behind your butt cheek. And step your right foot forward. And you might need to adjust how far the foot is away from the wall. And this is stage 1 if this gives you already a lot of quad stretch. Stage 2, hands on your thigh. Drop your tailbone down. Femur across your belly, slightly hug your ribs in. Spread your toes. And if your back is against the wall, you can lift your arms up. Three to 5 slow breaths. This isn't the pose where you want to stay for a really long time because it's very uncomfortable, but it gives you really good quad stretch. Good. Slowly release. And let's repeat on the other side. Right knee against the baseboard. Step your left foot forward. The foot is slightly open to the right, so it's outside of your hip. And maybe grab the wall, put your hands against the wall. And focus on your breath more than you are focusing on your right quad. You can count your breath. So 4 for inhale, 4 exhale. Slowly release. Good. You can come back to your original spot and come onto your back. Option to bring 2 blocks with you. Bridge pose. Bring your arms beside you.
Inhale, lift your hips up, lift your sternum up. Then, if you like, you can just hang out on your blocks. Any height that works for you. 2 blocks together in the highest height, maybe. That makes you feel stable. Make sure your lower back is happy. You can stretch your arms overhead. Just work on toward creating a posterior tilt in your pelvis, so you're not just dumping and sinking toward the blocks, you're still lengthening your tailbone forward. If this is a good position for you to stay, please stay. If you want to transition toward wheel pose, it's a good time to do it. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Come high onto your tippy toes. Elbows point up. Take a breath. Exhale, come onto the crown of your head. And maybe walk your hands a little bit closer toward your feet. Elbows point back. When you exhale, push up. Look between your hands. Slowly release. And hug your knees to your chest. Inhale, lift your head and shoulders up. Exhale, hands to hamstrings, rock forward. Move your blocks forward just in case if you need them. Step back to down dog. Vinyasa, maybe. For this next pose, you probably will need your strap, so make sure it's handy. Find your breath in down dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, step your right foot forward, pigeon. Grab your strap. Remember, there is a small loop in your strap, about shoulder width, maybe a little bit smaller. Inner shoulder width. Bring your right hand to the ground or onto your knee and place your foot in this little loop. Make sure your hand or your foot are not on the buckle. Square off your hips. Find a good position where you can stay balanced. Of course, you can wedge yourself and put a block underneath your right thigh. And start bending your elbow, left elbow. Point your elbow down toward the ground. Then you want to rotate your elbow forward and up. This not might be available for everybody. Stay with your right hand on your knee or floor, or lift your right arm up and grab the strap. Eka Pada Raja Kapotāsana. Slowly release. If you feel like you could grab the foot without the use of your strap, you can try doing it without the strap. Bend your right knee, left knee. Externally rotate your left arm and grab the outer edge of your left foot. So you have to turn your toes to the left. Then holding on your foot or your toes, same action. Point your elbow down, forward, and up. Then maybe you lift the other hand and try to grab the foot or your wrist or your hand. Ideally, about 3 breaths. As graceful as you can, release. Second side. Vinyasa on the way is an option. You can, of course, skip it. I decided to skip it. Second leg. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, pigeon. Grab your strap. Make sure the knee is not too much to the right. You scoop the knee to the midline. Wedge yourself with a block if you need to. Put the foot into the strap. I'm going to create a smaller loop. Your hand is inside the loop.
Square your chest, square your hips as best as you can. Bend your elbow. First to the left, and point your elbow down, forward, and up. This is a good place to stay. Maybe you reach with your left arm too. Ideally, eventually, you're looking up. Your elbows point up. When you're ready, release. You can hold a little longer. You can release, or you can start with doing it without the strap. So turn your toes to the right, grab your toes, grab your foot, whatever you can grab. Rotate your elbow. Well, for me, this side is a little bit more difficult and challenging. I'm gonna try to do my best. I believe you're doing your best too. Down dog. 3 breaths in down dog. Inhale, heels up, bend your knees, look forward, exhale, hop or step to a seated position. Janu Shirshasana, bend your right knee, bring your knee to the side, press your right foot against your left inner thigh. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, side bend to the left. Bring your right knee down if you can, engage your left leg. Inhale, sit back up. Exhale, take a twist to your right. Left hand to the knee, right hand behind you. Try not to lean too much back. Try not to round your spine. Sit straight and tall. Inhale, untwist. Stretch your arms overhead. Exhale, turn your chest over your left leg and see if you can grab your foot. Shoulders in line. Sometimes the right shoulder wants to lift a little bit higher. Some of you may like to cross the wrists and grab the foot this way. Some of you like to grab the wrist with your right hand in the front of the foot. Each inhalation, try to find a little bit more length in your spine. When you exhale, you can work toward a little bit deeper fold. Good, inhale, release. Switch your legs. Bend your left knee, left foot toward your right inner thigh. Sitting tall, inhale, arms up. Exhale, side bend to the right. Good, inhale, lift your arms up. Exhale, twist to your left. Inhale, untwist, lift your arms up. Exhale, start folding from your hips, grab your foot. Any variation. Shoulders back, heart forward. Use your breath to lengthen your spine and then use your exhale to maybe fold a little bit deeper. Press your right leg down. One more breath. Inhale, release. Straighten both legs, remove the glutes from underneath you. Maybe even rotate your thighs out. Inhale, sit tall. Press your legs down to exhale, fold. If you have a block handy and your hamstrings are flexible, there is always an option to grab a block or two. Just make sure you're mindful and you're not pulling on your lower back too much. We did a lot of back bends. This feels good for me. It might not feel good for you, so listen to your body. Inhale, release. Sit back. Optional shoulder stand if your neck is happy. Start in Dandasana. Inhale, sitting tall. Exhale, lean back.
Lift your legs up overhead. Halasana first. Walk high onto your shoulders. You can clasp your hands. This might feel good. If you just want to stay here and hang out here, go for it. If you like to bring your hands to your mid-back and lift your legs up, there is also an option. One more breath. When you exhale, start falling back to Halasana. Bring your hands down to the mat, palms flat. Start bone by bone rolling down. Slowly, strong legs, release your legs to the mat. For your final resting pose, Shavasana, open your legs as wide as the mat. Make sure you're not touching any of your props. Open your arms wider than your legs, turn your palms up. At any movements that help you to find evenness on the ground, your front body open. Gently walk your shoulder blades closer toward another. Let your body be grounded and heavy, supported by the earth. And slowly, with each exhalation, start releasing the effort you have created, softening your skin, softening your muscles, fascia. Let your bones be dense and heavy. And stay in your Shavasana as long as you wish. This is a good time to pause the video and just rest for 5, 10, or even more minutes.